for them as well.
Yes,
Peace.
people.
Hello, everybody.
We are here yet again. Would you believe it? Absolutely. The car is out. The MCL39 is out. And of course, we had to do an emergency podcast for you guys. Mahad, what is going on? What are your first thoughts of obviously the camo livery, the brand new car, the race suits, like the video production that McLaren put out? Like, what are your teas, man?
I didn't expect any of this. That's my first shout, because they dropped a little teaser yesterday on their account, and I was thinking, what's all this about? Then I thought, okay, maybe they're gonna drop something like a race suit or like a livery or something. I don't even think they could have done the livery legally because of the launch next week. But for us to be the first out the blocks and it to be the car, I'm absolutely shocked. And guys, like, we have to react straight away, man. This is what we're going to be doing all year. If something going on with McLaren that's big like this, we'll be there, man.
If it kicks off, we got to jump on. Yeah, I mean, look, shout out to the Oracle. Literally, like, they hit the name, so I was expecting to see something, and okay, MCL39. All right, then what was the big hideout for? Is there something more, or is this it? Do you reckon?
I don't know. They're throwing us off, man.
They're throwing us
man. They're playing mind games.
They are indeed. Okay, let's.
We know it's 39.
Let me get into the comment section, and then I'm gonna ask you a series of questions after that, right? TSJ Awesome says 2 streams in 1 week is crazy behavior. Listen, you might have to get used to it. By the way, people, don't forget as well, on YouTube, we put out a short yesterday regarding Pete Pedromu's contract extension. There will be more footage like this, people. Okay, we're gonna be trying to empty the clip when it comes to putting out content. And Mahad, I don't know if you know, but we actually hit 500 subscribers. You guys are friggin' amazing. You lot are the champions, okay? You lot are the friggin' champs. 500 subscribers. Let's friggin' go, okay?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Honestly, because my phone kept pinging off like so-and-so subscribe, so-and-so subscribe. I'm thinking, is this my channel? Or is this our channel? Like, what's going on? So I've gone in there, and yeah, we got a couple in there. So big up yourselves. Yes, TSJ Awesome. Just keep it locked. Shout out to the Oracle, Jean Cartier, McLaren doing Red Bull and Sauber when it comes to camo. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll get into that. Nom, what's going on? I was hoping you guys will go live for this. Yes, if you are on X or Twitter, we always keep you guys updated. If we're going to do something, we will let you know there and then, okay? Shout out to you. Rosa says, I'm still mourning over the loss of those suits. We'll get into that as well. Shout out to Z, who says, hello, everyone. Hey, pop them bottles. Pop those champers, people. Yeah, you better start popping. Stefan says, good evening, lads. Yes, the Oracle says, people think this was the actual livery. Is so funny. So a couple of things, right? I want to get your first thoughts on the car itself. Talk to me about the design. If you want me to, I can try and share some pics as well. But talk to me about
pics. Let's have the pics. Should
we give the viewers what they want? Should we give them what they want?
Before we start talking about the car, let's see. Obviously, this is a temporary livery.
Yeah,
what's your ratings, guys?
Yeah, on a yeah, exactly that. Let me know if that's nice and crisp, if that is beautifully placed.
Beautiful.
Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, talk to us, people. What are we saying out of 10 in terms of that, the look and everything else? Obviously, look, the camo is giving us, like, there's a lot of things that we're not seeing because colors is an illusion. It's so weird how colors work, how camo works.
Yeah.
So what we think we're seeing now, I guarantee you on Tuesday, it will be like, oh, so that's what that was. Like, I didn't really notice that because of the bend and because of the way the colors are sort of overlaid.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was your thoughts like? What was your thoughts seeing McLaren just pop out and show? You know what I'm saying?
But I'm at work here and I see the black suits and I'm like, huh? No sponsors, nothing. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'm thinking, if there's no sponsors on it, this can't be the temporary race suit. There's no way. Unless because the whole of pre-season, when they've been doing these little test runs, and the cars had no sponsors, the suits have had no sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which is maybe probably illegal or something like that. Then I'm seeing the car. I'm like, whoa! This team ain't said a word.
They ain't said a damn thing.
And then all of a sudden, we're the car that comes out first. We've got the first 2025 car. Maybe that's a good omen. Maybe that's just like, if we're first here, we're first in the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was shocked that they actually put the proper car out there. Obviously, there's going to be some deviations when we get to Australia and that.
For
But
sure.
the actual premise and body of the car, like the chassis and stuff like that, this is the car that we're going to be dealing with. Livery, I like it. I'm not hating against it or anything like that. We might even see it throughout the season, and we might use it once off in the race. But I like it, and like you just said, it hides stuff. It's an illusion, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Someone just put a comment here. Who was it? Let me go back. Rosa said McLaren are given a price to decode the camo. There's 4 clues. What?
Yeah. So, okay. So on the camo, from what I remember, there's a bit of like extracurricular. Do you know what I mean? There's a bit of like hidden gems on this thing, especially the lettering. Because remember, there was some numbers that they put out prior to the launch, right? So there's some lettering on the car that's kind of like, what does these numbers mean? Like some will mean like the driver's number, some will mean, there'll be things like that. But then there were some other bits that were a bit unique and a bit like, I'm trying to work out what it is. I mean, if McLaren are giving out prizes for that, I mean, this is going to be interesting.
People get on the decoding thing, man.
The
prize might be paddock passes or something.
Listen, what in Australia?
Yo, actually, I'm not flying over to Australia. That's long.
You're not on it.
That's a long flight. That's a long flight. I can't lie.
Karen give you that bell when they say, "Yo, listen."
I would.
I mean, it's not even a question, is it?
It's not a question. I'll be there.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not working the Arsenal game. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? If I get that call,
I'm sick.
If I get that call, no chance, mate. No frigging chance. But yeah, so like I guess McLaren are getting up to some stuff. Yeah, I mean, bro, when it came, like when they just popped out with it, I was like, yo, okay, is this what we're doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Is this what we're actually doing? Like, and the thing is, I was very much like, why didn't we clock this, guys? We should have known McLaren will get up to mischief like this. We should have known.
We were too quiet.
We were way too quiet. And we were sort of like recommending, we love the fact that they were quite low key with it. McLaren were keeping quite quiet on this thing. But then at the same time, I'm like, nah, do you know what? This was obviously going to be their move. We did this move last year, didn't we? We just dropped it. And we mentioned that on the pod as well.
We dropped it out of the blue in January.
Yeah, we spoke about it in June. On Tuesday about the pod that we just the make that we just pulled out. So I'm very surprised that we actually just sort of sat here like, what's McLaren doing? What are they getting up to, bro? They were always going to do something shocking for us, and we just didn't clock. We just didn't clock.
It's a good surprise, man. I like it, man. Because remember, we were like, everybody else got their individual launches, they got the dates in the diary. They said, we're going to be launching this day, this. And we were talking about Williams and Ferrari having a separate day at Aston Martin. We didn't have no dates, nothing. They just said, take that.
Yeah, and it was funny.
In Bahrain and stuff like that. We just said, Silverstone, rainy day, we're here.
I don't know if you guys can see that nice and clearly, but yeah, again, like we were like that. We were a bit like that. So, I don't know. It's it's not the clearest of pictures, but yeah, the stealth mode, man. Do we think that's gonna be the base? What do you reckon?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, how does the sponsors work? If you want to put a Google on there, if you want to put Castor, whatever brands that was already on the race suit from previous, how is it going to work if the background's black?
Yeah, it's a good point. I guess everything else is just going to have... I mean, the only black sort of logos I can think... Well, we've got quite a few black logos, haven't we? Because, like Jack Daniels, for example, they're black. Just off the top, the Velo is black. Views as well. I think they can get multicolored with it, but we have to wait and see. You guys in the comments, what are you lot saying, man? Those stealth suits are too sick. Yeah, it looks like we will have more black on the suits. Yeah, indeed. I like this. The 84, this is 748495. What do you think that is, bro? I can't work. I've been thinking about it a few times. I can't work it out.
Do you know what I clocked? Lando got a bit hedge.
By the way, so there's this image of Lando.
He's got a bit of muscle here,
Mate, there's an image of Lando where they've done him from when he first joined to where he is now. And I'm looking at the size. I said, yo, there's some protein in there, boy. He's grown up a bit. He has grown up a bit, you know. So yeah, it's very, 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 very intriguing. I'm very intrigued to see what we're going to get in store come Tuesday night. Let me get back into the comment section. You lot have been commenting as per usual. Yeah, I think it's hilarious that people think this is the actual livery. Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, you're right, Alex. I'm surprised that people did not clock that this is not actually the livery, because we can't do that. Do you know what I mean? We actually can't do that. So let me switch back to this one, just for you guys, just to have peek your eyes on that. Once we get through the comments, John says, last time when in my lifetime McLaren did a camo, wasn't in F1 but in IndyCar. Indeed. Zach says, the way Stella and the drivers are talking right now gives me way too much confidence. Listen, Zach, drink it in, because once upon a time we were not able to live like this. We weren't able to live like this. We were not able to have the good times, drinking it in, looking forward to the start of a season. Because even last year, guys, we stunk at the start. Do you remember? We stunk bad. So listen, Zach, drink it in while you can, man. Drink it in while you can. Shout out to Rosa, who commented earlier. I rate it a solid 3. Now, is that a 3 out of 10, a 3 out of 5? Is that a 3-star? Or is that a 3 out of 10? What are we saying in terms of the car? Like, if you were to have the camo car for the season, would you guys be happy with that? I personally wouldn't be happy with it as the full season thing. Maybe like a one-off, I can get with it. But the card looks mean. And if you not heard the audio of the sort of the car coming out of the garage, mate, it sounded like it was, you know, like when someone's got like a bad cough. But like it was almost like, this is aggressive. This is gonna be gangster. I think this car is going to look, and who knows, maybe because we haven't had a car, we haven't heard a car for ages, we haven't seen a racetrack or nothing like that. I don't know what you think there, but you know, when that engine roared, man, and it sounded like it was cutting, I was like, it gave me Robot Wars vibes. If anybody used to watch Robot Wars, I'm getting that the whole stealth thing, the look of the car, it looks like Predator in Robot Wars.
I said we're back, baby.
Oh,
second I heard, and I came in the garage, I was like, yeah, we're back.
I heard the choke in that engine. I said, yep, here we go.
I like the fact it's not the same as last year's car. So they stuck with their word and said, we're going aggressive. We're going to be bold, right?
Yeah. We got to love that.
I think you have to respect it. Like, it's got a different side pod, so all these different cooling outlets. They even changed the mirrors. They've even changed the nose. There's so much technical stuff. And I think Stella said exactly what they're going for. I'll go find the quotes. But yeah, the fact that they're pushing the envelope is a good sign, man, because you have to understand this team already knows what's going on with this car.
They do.
With last year. So if they know that they're finding more temps here and there, we're in for a good season.
We are indeed. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Let's get these comments rolling. You guys you're getting that bumper emergency pod, man. This is what you can look forward to the rest of the season. Alex says, if it was the normal livery, I'd hate it. But somehow, with it being a shakedown livery, I'm fine with it. I totally hear you. I'm literally...
normal livery, this can't run.
Normal it can't run.
This is the normal livery, because I'll be like,
You'll be like, excuse you? What's going on here?
It is a camo because they're hiding stuff.
You got to hide, yeah. They've got to, because it's a risk coming out. You know, the launch ain't until what, the 18th. Testing is when? Is it the week after?
It's in Feb, isn't it?
You know, so like I think it's in the Feb 20s or whatever. Like we can't.
Feb 26, 27, 28.
There you go. We can't just be revealing. We can't be revealing. Adam says the team from today and their words to the media is giving me a lot of confidence for the season. I'd give it a 5. Too much black. Do you know what though, Adam? I think the actual livery will have a lot more black than you know.
I think the black is the way forward now, because remember they were trying to do this whole orange, black, and blue. It ain't working. They've just stuck with orange and black now. Papaya and black.
You've got me jumping, right? Because I need to ask you this question. Have a look at this. What are your T's on the colors here?
What's up with this grayish thing going on?
Talk to me about the gray. If I go in, let me see.
So is that what's going to replace the blue on the car?
Well, there wasn't any blue in the car, was there?
Yeah, there wasn't no blue last year, but there was blue like the year before, obviously.
You know, if
this grayish, bluish, somebody told me it's chrome. I'm like,
Do we think? Do we believe?
Do you think there's going to be chrome accents on the car, guys?
I
Because
don't
last year,
think
okay,
so.
so last year's car was basically Singapore 23 car. So are they
Yeah.
gonna say, okay, this year's car is just gonna be the Chrome car from 2024? Are they just taking inspiration from special liveries from the previous year?
You'd like to think. I mean, Nom says I don't like the grey.
I think
She ain't having
it's a
it.
strange color. It kind of reminds me of the West Grey.
Yeah, like you
It's either
think.
West Grey or Chrome. You can't make Chrome on clothes.
I mean, look, you see, Jean saying, look, gosh, I hope grey or chrome or silver. Bonzo Can says, look, chrome, the chrome could be here. It could be here this season, people. Listen, I'm up for the change. I don't mind seeing a different kind of color. I'm all for it. Like, let's have fun.
We'll find out next week. We'll find out on Tuesday.
We will.
Apparently, it's in order of the championship reverse. So we're going to be last on stage.
Is that right?
Mm.
Is that right?
So McLaren's last on stage.
We're getting that finale, yeah?
That's info from me first.
Interesting. Okay. Remember, guys, we're going to be live after the event. And yeah, I feel like if we know for sure that McLaren is going to go at the end, we could probably jump in on the live, have it side by side, and then we watch it together. But yeah, it's interesting.
If Ferrari's on stage, that's when we'll start setting up and going live and letting you guys know. And then obviously when McLaren goes on stage, then we'll know. Yeah, we'll do a live reaction.
So the grey is the 7 number, which Alex has corrected. He's put the wrong number here, but he's corrected it anyway. Which is the hex code and also the Triple Crown years.
What's a hex code?
It's a great question.
Am I crazy? Oh, is it a color code?
Okay.
Code. Okay.
Okay.
Number 748.
That's not the one there. It's it's not 595. It's this one. Yeah, it's the 495, not 595. He corrected it.
495. Okay, my bad.
Let
me see what this color. I'm clicking on it. I'm trying to see what this color is, man.
You're in that Photoshop, yeah?
No, I just googled it. Tapped in hex code, and let's see what colors come up, man.
Ooh, give it to us, man. Give it to us.
Why is my laptop being slow? This is too much pressure now.
This is too much pressure.
But somebody mentioned it in the chat.
Yeah,
I think it was Adam or something. They're very confident.
Yeah. They are.
Guys, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Yeah, we have started season badly, year after year after year after year. Yeah, we are slow starters. We get into our stride after Monaco. You know that Monaco, that's when we start banging in results, some break, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
After and before summer break, that's when we start getting into our stride. We are slow starters.
Yeah.
This Formula One thing. It will be such a difference. It will be such a positive and such a mark of the progress of the team if we are ready from day one. Last year, when they launched the car, we got upgrades coming. We're in the pipeline. We're not happy with this car, right?
No.
So clearly, basically, in code, that means we're not ready, right? We wasn't ready. We didn't build the car in time, right? We haven't heard anything like that this year about the car being ready. Because I think that's the number one thing that you have. Because if you're dallying at the beginning of the season, 4 or 5 races in, you're losing so much points.
God, yeah. Yeah.
The constructors would have been if we had our Miami car from the beginning of the season, which was the goal in the first place. Yeah.
How close could have Lando been?
Exactly.
With Max, you know what I mean?
And that was the goal. That car that came in Miami was the launch car, guys.
Well, at least they rectified the issues that they thought that they had at the start of the season anyway. So, listen, we move on, man. We move.
It is the same color, guys.
As the what? As the grey, yeah?
It's a dark greyish blue. That's what the description is.
Dark greyish blue.
So if you type in hex code 748595, that's what comes up. The same color. So is that the color of the car?
Ooh. Bro. Could you imagine if the car fully was that?
That with orange accents. Orange and black accents.
Oh my God.
Because even if you look at the race suit now, the stealth one, right?
Yeah. Say again?
It's got like a kind of gunmetal, kind of grey going on as well.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's all
it
black,
does.
but it's got grey going on in there as well.
Yeah, it does. It does. Let me
But
check out.
we'll find out on Tuesday. I think we're well fed as a fan base right now in terms of liveries.
We are
And
fed.
we've seen our car, guys.
We've seen it.
Do you think? Obviously, we're gonna have to see everybody else's cars, but are you scared? Are you worried about the risk that the car is so different to the last year's car visually and the kind of changes they've made? What about you, Peter?
I'm certainly not worried. No, I'm not, because you know what's funny? Do you know what the new thing about this car is?
What?
This is Marshall's hands on it from the jump.
100%.
From the jump, yeah.
Not like half, like fully.
No, exactly. This is Marshall's car. Okay, so
chief designer Marshall.
If this is Marshall's, let's go, baby. Let's go. If he lives up to the billing that we know him to do, then mate, I'm gassed to see what's going on in that brain of yours. What are you working with over there? You know, and
as a McLaren fan, that's the way you have the confidence, isn't it? In the design team. That's the best bit.
We wouldn't be using this, like today is the big bomb today, right? In terms of the car, right? We would not drop this early if we were not this confident about this car. I'm telling you now. Remember, was it 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago when James Key wasn't even showing up to the
one that we spoke about when Tomo came on and he said it was like a gravy.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. So that's what I want to, the fact that we are walking with our chest out. Chest is out. Yeah. So if that is the case, I'll be gobsmacked. To find if all of a sudden we've turned up with a terrible car or a car that's not fit for purpose. I'm not worried one bit.
It's all relative to what other people are doing. Obviously, they'll think that, okay, this car is proper, right? But then somebody else might bring a car that's better. Then we can't really control what other people are doing, right?
No.
As long as our car isn't bad.
That's it.
So we got some quotes from Andrea Stella, guys, about the car, right?
Let's hear it.
So McLaren were looking to improve. Shout out to McLaren F1 News.
Yes, big up yourself.
That's how people follow them. If you're not following them, come on.
Get on.
McLaren were looking to improve its predecessor by optimizing downforce and aerodynamic efficiency, adding that the 2025 car is innovative. Mentions Andrea Stella. I don't know why I can't read that. I've been reading it. So Andrea Stella says, a car in which we tried to raise the bar in many areas, including the fundamental layout. Right, so this is like they've gone through it with a fine tooth comb. It's like, okay, where can we make gains on every single part of this car, right?
Yeah.
And so Stella says something that's definitely we evaluated carefully because the MCL38 was already a competitive car, so we needed to be conscious and considerate as to how much we wanted to innovate, and ultimately we went for a relatively challenging approach. So they're pushing the envelope. They said, and the thing is, I heard there's a lot of crossover between 2025 and 2026 in terms of the aero. Not obviously the front wing and stuff like that, but there's components. It's still a ground effect car at the end of the day. So there's a lot of crossover. So they need to push the envelopes for 2026 as well, right?
Yeah.
He also says in terms of how much innovation we have in the car, this is predominantly to gain aerodynamic efficiency, to allow our colleagues in their aerodynamics to have volumes to use for their geometrics. At the same time, we still wanted to make some improvements in terms of interaction with tires, especially in long run pace, right? I think these are fundamental areas. Fundamentally are the two areas. Obviously, there's been some tuning to the suspension as well in terms of mechanical grip, but nowadays the suspension that pretty much tends to serve aerodynamics. This is a man that understands what these cars are about.
Flipping out
and this is the leadership. He's having that conversation with Ron Marshall and Pete Prod and Neil Holding. They're having that conversation there, right?
Yeah.
Neil Oatley as well, who's built championship winning ground effect cars. They're having that conversation and saying, okay, where do we go from here? That's a sensible approach, but pushing it to the limit at the same time. And I believe in this. If you want to compare it to any other team, everybody could talk about who's the best drivers, who's the best team principal, pick whatever. These are not chatting to us when it comes to building this car. Unless it's Adrian Newey, who's on gardening leave.
Yeah.
Technically not in F1 right now until March.
Yeah.
These are not champions. So you, as a McLaren fan, should be confident in our ability to build cars.
1,000%. 1,000%. Look at the team we've got, man. Like, guys, we're not here to muck about. Do you know what I mean? We're not here to absolutely muck about. Shout out to Human Fly, says, good evening, gents. Glad to catch you live. Glad to have you,
Shout out to you.
on here, man. We are loving it. Ryan P says this livery would be cool, but we have way too many sponsors to ever make this a thing. Good problem to have. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Endorphins says Z, in terms of the Sky interview from the McLaren boys today. Did you catch any of that?
So I watched Lando's and I watched Oscar's, and they seem quite confident, you know.
This is what we need, man.
Obviously, Lando's got the kind of, you know, he's still mannerisms of, you know, playing things down
Keeping
sometimes and so on. So
yeah.
Oscar's talking championships.
Yeah,
he's going for it.
Let's go, man.
So they must be really confident in the car. If they knew the car was rubbish, they wouldn't be talking about championships. There's no way.
Oh God,
there's no way somebody like Oscar's I'm going for the championship if the car's not good.
Yeah,
if the car's not ready.
No, exactly. Absolutely. Hussein says, look, the car looks great. We need more black in this car. It looks aggressive. Also, welcome back, guys, all the way from Cape Town, South Africa. Big up to our South Africans,
this guy's been here from day one. Shout out to
from early. What time is it in South Africa now? It must be, 10:30 nearly?
Like, 2 hours, 3 hours ahead of us?
2 or 3? Yeah, I can't remember because we've gone back
an hour. Maybe even 1.
Oh, you reckon?
I don't
you reckon
know.
It's that close? Yeah. So I'm just going through the comments. Just some of you guys have popped in the chat, and I want to make sure I do not miss some of you out. Shout out to Marino. What's going on? Hope you're good. Hello, gentlemen. Hope you are both doing well. We're doing superb. Look at the car. Look at it. You're the ones. Look at the car. That's what
it looks. Do you know what it looks like?
Go on.
2023 Red Bull.
Do you remember what that was? Do you not remember what the 2023?
I'm kind of upset that this it wasn't like super raining because I wanted to see some spray.
Yeah, I'm with you. What's your thoughts on things like the side pods, the rear wing, the nose? Those are kind of the
I think some of these are false errands. They're not real.
You think?
So
yeah,
it's the Brazil rear wing.
So
we're not coming through with a 2024 rear wing. That's going to be upgraded. Front wing, that's an old wing as well. Front wing.
True.
So they've put 2 parts on there, major parts of the car. That's old.
Does the nose look like? To me the nose looks different, but is that
nose looks crazy? It looks flat. It looks wider.
Yeah, it looks low.
But that could be fake as well. You could just take it off, whatever. The housing for the side pod and so on looks a bit really bulgy now.
Yeah.
But again, they could just be putting random stuff on there to kind of throw people off.
Yeah.
I know for a fact there's a new floor. You can tell by the edge. But we're not going to know what the floor is looking like. You know what I mean?
The floor's the floor, isn't it?
Listen, McLaren are a very deceptive team. They'll come through. They'll blur. Remember that last year, a couple of years ago, when they'll blur stuff out in Bahrain?
Yeah.
We're not going to see anything until literally Australia. Not even tested.
Yeah, everyone's going to have their eyes on us.
Do you remember do you remember that time where, like, on the 3rd day of testing, they came through with a different car?
Yeah.
Like, don't believe any of this.
Just don't believe it, man.
You know what I mean? But all I know is that there has been significant changes.
Look, Hussein says here, not sure, but I can see quite a few changes to cooling. Was cooling an issue?
You know, above Lando's head.
Yeah. What do they call that? What's the name?
That's why I said little hole.
Bro, I literally just heard the reference of that. But anyway, yeah, that's different from last year's. Even whether the side pods are going to be the side pods, who knows? But yeah, was cooling an issue last year? I don't recall.
I don't remember us having cooling issues.
I don't recall, if I'm honest.
I remember us having issues braking long straight. That was a problem. That's right. Like in Kota and that.
Yeah.
When there's a long straight and then they have to go from a high speed to just braking to do like a 90-degree. The car wasn't good then.
So what?
It wasn't like that. Turn 1 Brazil as well. It was moving mad.
And was that in open air? Was that under? Was that behind cars?
I think it was both. I don't know what it was, but I know I read something over the winter as well that there was a problem with high speed braking.
Right.
But Apart from that, I don't know. They don't know what their weaknesses are, especially relative to others, and they probably try to address all of it. The one thing that we had a major issue is when we have a high downforce wing, we had no straight line speed. But when we put the Brazil wing on, it worked. We had straight line speeds for the long straight at the end of the lap, and then we had the downforce for the middle of the lap, right? But then it rained, so obviously we never ever saw that in the actual race itself. We saw it in the sprint race that we finished 1-2. So have they developed that further? Because then we don't need this flexi wing nonsense. That wing doesn't flex. We had a problem where on downforce circuits we killed it, but when it was straight line speed stuff like Vegas and stuff, we were finished. Yeah, have they reduced the drag? That's the main question.
Have they reduced the drag? That's what remains to be seen for sure. Nom says Oscar revealed his helmet design. Can someone help that boy? That yellow and orange just irks me. She's referring to this.
Where is this helmet? You got it up.
Boom, shakalak.
Wait a second. Don't that look like last year's one? Let me get on last year's one.
I mean, this is literally dropped 44 minutes ago. This is a video. I literally saw the comment. I said, let's have a look. Let's have a butch.
Wait, I'm just doing a side by side right now. That is definitely better than. So it's an improvement.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of last year's helmet.
Last year's helmet. Do you know why I didn't like last year's helmet?
Go on.
The blue and the orange and the yellow, the fluorescent yellow didn't go together, right? So it looks like he's ditched the blue and kind of put a black there. You see where Monster is?
Yeah.
Or it's a really dark color, yeah?
Yeah.
He's got to ditch the fluorescent, though.
So if I play the video, because it's on Twitter, so it's all right. Yeah. I'll start it again. No way did they play...
Kendrick!
No way they put the Kendrick tune out. Interesting. What do we think? Because I think I might have to at some point get a hold of that top
mini
shot.
Helmets.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let me just jack that.
I like the top. I like the top of it.
The top looks half decent, doesn't it?
It's definitely an improvement on last year. 1,000,000%.
Yeah, I think so.
This guy's proper patriot though. Bare Australia flags.
He make sure it's slapped that on.
I'm Australian. Don't get it right.
Don't get it friggin' twisted.
I don't. Obviously, he's been wearing the fluorescent for time. I think he should drop the fluorescent. What has the fluorescent got to do with Australia?
Unless it's one of them. Yeah, it was his go-karting vehicle. Blah 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 blah. Oopsies, what's going on here? Right, it was his float. It was
because Norris has got fluorescent as well. I don't want to get confused, but nobody can get confused with Norris's on because he's bloody looks like an alien.
Yeah, let me see. Looks like an alien. Yeah, what do you think of Norris's helmet anyway?
Norris did as well. Yeah, I like it. It's the same as last year. I think I think his old ones, I didn't really particularly like them. Obviously, I liked his one-off ones where he did here and there, but the old ones with the LN and the fluorescent, I just didn't think it popped like that. This is like a signature now, so you should probably just stick with it now. These blobs.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Obviously, back to the main event. Hussein says, look, 9:30 is over there right now. Jean says, new will have brain inertium with Sir Lancelot. Stefan says, like you said on Tuesday, guys, the only thing stopping us from winning is ourselves. Yeah,
that's true.
You're damn right. Shout out to McLaren fan Serbia. Says the livery reminds me of the salamander.
It does look like a salamander, low-key.
I did get a feel of the arrows. Do you remember arrows like Jos Verstappen and them, man? And who else used to Pedro Denis and people like that? Yeah. It reminded me of the Arrows team with the massive orange.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember
that. Pickle Tomato F1 boy says Ferrari fan here. Saipod looks based off Merc. I mean, you guys had problems in Vegas last year. Yeah, we did.
We suck a lot. Me as a McLaren fan, ask anybody that's in this chat right now. We knew we were going to be rubbish in Vegas. In Bahrain, we knew at the beginning of the year Vegas will get it right off.
No, exactly.
So we've got no straight line speed. The drag is too much.
Z was loving the helmet. Ferrari fan here, mid helmet. I mean, it's better than before.
It's an improvement.
It's an improvement. Let's put it that way. And to be fair, Hamilton one looks good on that Ferrari. I can't lie.
No, Hamilton right now has got a good helmet.
Dion, what's going on? Hope you guys are good. Evening, gents. Glad to catch you live again. Let's freaking
Dion,
go.
Where you been?
Let's go, Dion. Huh? You ready for the championship this year? Huh, Dion? You ready? For the first time, I'm talking about the driver's title as well. Rosa said the Papaya Boys said they ain't changing their helmets. So what's this?
Low key, what all Oscar's done is change the light blue to whatever the darkness is. I don't know. I can't really tell by the picture. Let me go through change them. Has he released the picture, guys? I'm gonna have to check. But and Lando didn't do it. He changed the blob, what the blobs look like, but it's still blobs.
Yeah. I'll try and pull it up. But
look, so I'll say, he's released it now.
Has he released?
Yeah, he's got pictures now, proper pictures.
All right, let's do this.
It's black, so all he's done is change it from light blue to black.
Norris, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Oscar.
Oh, Oscar, right. Yeah, because when you look at on the header of his Twitter account, it's basically the old helmet from last year.
Yeah. See the difference? He just made it black now, which is an improvement.
But you know what? It's telling of what the livery might be, though.
Yeah.
You think about what Lando's done with his helmet, and you think about what Oscar's done with his helmet. You think about this color coding thing that we were referring to, what color that gives off. The fact that we've moved from the blue really and gone to the grey or chrome or silver, depending on which way you look at it. I'm telling you, man. I think we're gonna drop a bomb, man. I think we're gonna drop a bomb on Tuesday. Honestly, I'm excited.
Do you know what it is? Apparently, everybody's got 8 minutes on stage.
8 minutes?
Yeah.
How much?
If you've got 8 minutes on stage and you haven't done a lot, but other teams have done over the top stuff, you're gonna look a bit like an idiot. So you have to. So I don't know what's going on with their social media teams, their PR teams, or whatever communication teams. They're gonna be like, we have to do a lot. Embarrassed by somebody else, right? Somebody else is like, I've only got 3 minutes worth of material, and that's it, whatever. And then somebody else is doing a madness. They got Cirque du Soleil going on stage, and whatever. You can't. You have to go big or go home, right? And because we're last, we're the closer.
Who do you think is gonna have a stinker?
Steak, man. Actually, no, Steak might bring out Drake, but that's not a stinker itself.
I think Steak's gonna. Yeah, Drake's got a 5-minute set. Just for Kendrick. He's got a 5-minute set, boy. Just for Kendrick, mate. Do you know who it will be, man? Come on. You know who it will be. It will always be, forever will be, the Alpine, man. The Alpine.
Do you know what? They've got celebrity clout now, man. All their owners are celebrities, man.
Yeah, they do.
All you can do is just bring on celebrities on stage, man. And they're good.
Yeah, for real. What, just bring on Trent and Alec and friggin' Anthony Josh.
Anthony Joshua, bring all these people, man. Patrick Mahomes, just put anybody on stage.
Hey, Patrick can't show his face. Patrick cannot show his face. Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God.
He's in hideout right now.
He cannot show his face until August. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pickle Tomato F1 Boy says, as you guys are McLaren fans, what track is the worst for McLaren?
Well, right now, prior to last year, it was Miami.
It was Miami by a long shot.
I hated Miami so much.
But would you say, like, so last season, what was our worst circuit last season? Was it Kota? Was it Singapore?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas were awful.
God, Vegas.
I think Vegas was the first time like we had no pace. We were finished.
Vegas was dire. Yeah.
We could not compete.
No, we're gonna wrap up with a few comments here. Big up to everybody that's watching right now. Please smash a like on this video. Smash it, please. And thank you so much for the 500 subs. We really do appreciate you. Make sure you're sharing this stuff, okay? If you're a McLaren fan out there, you know, there's a couple of McLaren channels out there, but make sure you pump this to every fan.
I hope you're liking the shorts as well.
Yeah, listen, we're here. We're outside. Come on, guys. We're outside. Dion says, "Damn right, I'm ready. Hopefully, Lando can get over the mental block he had and can compete for the actual driver's title." He did mention, didn't he?
They both got a shot. Yeah, he's been quite confident. He was on This Morning. Lando Norris, your grandma's favorite driver, man. Why is he on This Morning every year, man? No matter what.
You know, but he also said, like, listen, maybe I didn't realize how much I could have taken on Max last year. You know, so here we go. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wait and see, people. Let's wait and see. Drea, what's going on, man? What are you doing being late for? Why are you late? Sorry, I'm late. Didn't see the notification. Nice surprise today. I didn't see too much yet, but like what I see, okay, so you're watching it from the replay session. Nom agrees it's an improvement. That's regarding Oscar Piastri's helmet. As a Ferrari fan, I do think you guys will win Australia and China, but I do see Lando and Oscar clashing. But you can say the same for Ferrari with Lewis and Charles. Absolutely. You know,
it could always happen. You know what I mean?
In terms of who will have a terrible one, could it be the Mercedes? Could it be the Alpine? It's always horrendous. Last year they had an absolute stinker when they pulled out the all black, literally. You know, but yeah, shout out to Dre saying, look, and congratulations, you finally have the 500. Hope it will be many more. It will be deserved. Listen, honestly, I think we're gonna do way more than what we. And that's not being cocky, as in I just believe that we're gonna do ridiculous stuff this year, and we're gonna get well. People are gonna know our names a lot more. McLaren know who we are, so let's get it popping. Let's freaking get it cooking over here. All right. I think this year will be Ferrari versus McLaren. I mean, I wouldn't sleep on Mercedes, man. I wouldn't sleep on Mercedes and Red Bull. I mean, Max Verstappen is the best in the world right now. Do you know what I mean? I wonder what kind of car they will do. They will pick up. I think McLaren was bad at Spa last year. Spa was one of those ones where, we kind of just.
I think we qualified badly, man. We qualified badly. The second Oscar was in clean air. He did a madness. He could have won the race. But
True.
We just won enough laps left. When Hamilton and Russell were battling each other, Oscar was right there. He had a couple more laps, but they messed up qualifying royally. This
was a big one. Sao Paulo was a friggin' howler.
We got 1-2 in the sprint, so that's my only positive.
I
don't remember a race. The race got cancelled. What are you on
about? The race got cancelled.
What race?
Listen, Hussein, I hope you're right. Lando will be on that Rosberg 2016. Yeah, that's what we need him to be on. We need to be on that vibe for sure. Pickle says, got a feeling Merc were making a bad car on purpose for Lewis and now will cook with the W16. I swear down, if that Merc cooks,
What did I say? My prediction in the chat in the last stream was if Merc have a good car, then Russell's winning the championship.
Winning the championship. Can you imagine?
And that would be insane. If I'm Hamilton, my head will be on the moon.
It's crazy. Steph says you live every day now, and I'm late again. Listen, Steph, you need to sort yourself out. Listen, if you're on X,
we're gonna be here on Tuesday anyway.
Yeah, if you're on X or Twitter, make sure you do follow us because then we'll keep you up to date with what's going on. Yeah, that's like the information base.
Guys, I want to know: do you guys get a notification when I set up the video, or do you get a notification that we're going live? That's all I want to know, guys.
That's a good question, actually.
I need to check my settings or anything like that because I want you guys to get the ding.
Yeah.
To know that we're going live or we're about to go live. But from now on,
are we going to do any? Sorry, go on.
I'm going to post on the community page.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say we're going to go live, and I'll put a schedule up as well.
Excellent. Hussein's asking, are we guys going to do any watch-alongs this year?
Depends on our schedules, guys.
It just depends on schedule, to be fair. Because more often than not, I might watch something where I'm watching it like a couple of hours later, not knowing the result, and I'm just watching it fresh.
Sometimes I watch it after the race. Like let's say, for example, Australia, I might not watch it at the time, but then I'll watch it like on Channel 4 when I first wake up and not look at the messages or anything.
Australia's tight, man. Yeah, because Australia's it's an early one, isn't it, as well? So like,
but I think if it's a decent time, we'll do a watch along.
Yeah, I think the evening ones we could probably do.
Like Mexico, Qatar, that kind of
stuff. US and all that. I think we can because we got
Miami. We could have done it.
Yeah, we could have done Miami.
Yeah, we'll have a thing.
Guys. We'll have a thing. It depends because US time for us could be like really messy for you guys. So it depends. It all depends. But yeah, we'll be up for it. Pickle says, who do you think will be the best rookie next year?
For me, my son Bortoletto.
This is it. Listen, Bortoletto, no questions asked.
Even though we let him go.
Yeah, I know, but still, he's still one of us for now. Pickle says that Kimi wins the championship. Point of view. Kimi to win the championship would be hilarious. Honestly, it would be hilarious. Yes. Okay. So Stefan says he gets the notification.
Okay, that's good.
Rosa says yes. 30 minutes before the moment it starts. Masuba, what's going on? What's happening to Masuba? You're good. It says got it 30 minutes before as well. As my notifications are turned on, make sure you turn that on as well. Pick up yourself, Nom. So yeah, Human Fly says no notification as such, but you first in the recommended videos.
Oh, because you're on laptop. Yeah.
Not on my phone. Okay, which may have got okay. Right,
I'll figure it out. I'm gonna check in the settings and stuff, so you guys are all aware.
Yeah.
But I'll figure it out because you guys should always know at least 12 hours before.
Do you know what? Yeah, Amon, big up yourself, Amon. Hope you're good. Gabby, for sure. Let that boy cook. But you know what? Nom's brought me back to earth, man. Do you remember what he's pulling? He's pulling a frigging tractor, mate.
They looked all right at the end of the season, but they got
guess.
Jonathan Wheatley, they got Bonotto. Let them do something over there, man.
Yeah, okay.
Them
okay.
Hardy, man, they bought it. They fully own it now. You know
Interesting.
They put too much money into it.
No, that's a good point. It's a good shout. TSJ Awesome says, got to head off now. See you guys next time. Listen, love for coming on tonight.
Thank you, TSJ Awesome.
Pickle says Bearman will cook. Mark my words. I think Bearman, you know, with the experience, of course, you know, he's got the upper hand. Haas is looking good. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, happy days. Amon says, I hope James Key cooks something for the boy. Listen, you saw what he done for our boys when they were there. So I'm not holding nothing. But yeah, I think Bearman has a plan. Yeah, I think
I think Bearman beats Ocon.
Ooh, wow. Bearman beats Ocon. I tell you what, Kimi Antonelli wins a race this year.
That's insane.
I think so.
If the car's sick, then obviously, yeah, of course.
Yo, are we streaming testing? What time is testing? It's all I'm gonna be hearing is what Jensen Button talking about this, talking about that.
That streaming happens when I'm doing a 9 to 9. I'll get fired.
I'll be fired. Yeah, this is the aim, innit? This year we have to be able to do this full time. Then, mate, the streaming,
get subscribers or whatever, then I can do part time.
Exactly.
Then I can do this full time. You know what I mean? Then I'll stream test it.
Get us to 100K.
I'll be like, oh my god, what a lap time at 11 a.m. in the morning session. In the first day.
PJs and whatnot. That's crazy. Alex Albon to get smoked by Carlos Sainz. What are your teas on that, man?
A lot of people have said that. I don't even think that's a hot take anymore.
I think Sainz will beat him at the end of the season.
Albon.
It's a violation, man. It's a violation. So testing is 7 a.m. till 4 p.m. Brother.
It's a Friday. I'm out, guys. If it was a Friday.
Obviously, Saturday and Sunday, I need to stay married, man. That's gonna be if we're streaming. I'm still fresh out the gate. You know what I mean?
The thing is, on Saturday and Sunday, I can only watch 7 a.m. to when my missus says we're going outside.
We're going out. Do you know what it was? And if it's I'm trying to think. Is there any matches? I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, this is the look of the brand new car for next season.
We're going to do a little emergency, guys. Anytime there's anything crazy, we're going to be dropping throughout the year.
Exactly that.
That's our test livery. I think this is going to be a special livery throughout in the year, but I don't know how sponsors are going to get put on. That's a question mark for the designers. But for sure, next week we'll be here. Innit?
We will be here next week. Jay, what's going on, man? Just joined us now. We're about to go. Big up to yourself, Jay Star. We'll be live, guys, for the launch at the O2. Not from the O2, but we'll be streaming live and watching McLaren reveal the livery. So this time, hopefully, maybe there might be more news before Tuesday. But as of now, we will see you on Tuesday, guys. You lot have been amazing. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for 500 subs as well. Let's keep going.
Thank you, 500 subs.
Smash a like on the video.
501 has gone up by 1.
501. Big up yourselves.
Subscribe.
Yes, big up yourselves. Make sure you smash a like on this video as well. Until next time, guys, we will see you on Tuesday. Peace.